Hi guys, how's it going? It's good to see you. Today's vlog is going to be another Friday film Friday kind of a thing discussing The Bachelor. But first I have a couple of disclaimers or announcements to get through, so sit tight. First of all, I want to say that these are supposed to come out every Friday, but it's been harder than I imagined to kind of keep a blogging / vlogging schedule. So these are probably going to be bi-monthly, even only monthly. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to like beat myself up if it's not every week. So I'm sorry if that displeases you, but that's how it goes. And also, I'm kind of broadening the term film to kind of mean any moving picture, because I watch a ton of movies like that are out in theaters now, available on Netflix and Redbox. But I'm also like constantly watching TV shows like Dr. Phil or The Bachelor or The Office, and also Japanese dramas, Korean dramas, anime, you name it. Anything like more of a feature than like a GIF is probably gonna be reviewed and talked about here. So yeah, and third of all, I'd like to say that I know you're not supposed to wear hats indoors. That goes against every Victorian gentleman code of conduct, but I like it a lot. I wanted to kind of feature it in a video today. I've been wearing this hat every day since I got it, and it's a lot of fun. I like to, tip my hat to ladies and take it off when I go inside and carry it around with me and everything, so that's been fun, and it's kind of just a little vanity boost. I don't know. And I have a tie on today. I'm usually more of a bow tie person, but the tie is working for me. So those are all of my disclaimers out of the way. We can go ahead and get started on the heart of this video, which is talking about The Bachelor. So I hope you guys watch this show too, otherwise I'm just talking to myself, which is what it feels like anyways, so that's okay. You can tell that I don't edit any of this out, because otherwise all of this part would be gone. Let's see, so my experience with The Bachelor has been that my mom is really into reality TV shows, and she's kind of watched them ever since this, like the first season of Survivor, and she's really into it. So she's been caught up with The Bachelor since the beginning, but I've just kind of been in and out. I knew what it was, but I wasn't a big fan until a couple seasons ago when I watched, I forget her name, but one of the Bachelorette's seasons, and I was like, oh my goodness, there are so many like guys vying for one girl's attention. There's so much drama. It's awesome. And I just kind of have been watching ever since. And last year, at the beginning of the year, I watched Ben's season, and I was kind of a little bit depressed at the time because, like, you see all of these perfect ladies and guys on the screen, and they're all, in that stage of like infatuation and first date, and everything is like going smoothly, and they're putting their best foot forward, they're getting dressed up for each other, and kind of just, like flirty, and oh, I touched your leg, or here's a rose, or our first kiss, or whatever. It's all about the first kind of moments. And I've been with my boyfriend for almost 6 years now, so we're definitely past that stage, thank God. We're into the more comfortable, like, let's hang out and chill in our sweatpants and eat some pizza kind of stage. So, definitely I wouldn't trade that for anything because, you know, we are the best of friends. But there's still that, you know, kind of addictive first romantic kind of stage where, you know, you're getting to know somebody and everything's new and exciting, and it can be a little challenging to watch like a bunch of people go through that on a TV show, I'm not gonna lie. So, but this season I'm definitely in a better place. I'm kind of taking all of the Bachelor stuff with a grain of salt and kind of being like, you know, it's probably not exactly how things happen in real life. It is a TV show, and they are putting on an act. So it's probably not as perfect as it seems, and I probably have it much better than I think. So, anyways, let's talk about the actual Bachelor. Let's talk about Sean. He is a very good-looking guy. He has a very nice body. They always show him working out, which is pretty hilarious. And he is blonde, blue-eyed, you know, like a American boy. And, you know, I don't typically go for blondes with blue eyes. I actually find that incredibly intimidating. Blonde people are gorgeous and tan and scary human beings. I go for the tall, dark, and handsome. Preferably, like, my ideal guy would be tall, tan with like golden brown eyes and like long black hair that dresses all in black and has long nails and maybe even wears a little makeup. But that's just me. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is that he doesn't fit my like ideal type, I guess, but I still find him to be an incredibly cool guy because he has this like really awesome demeanor where he's just really down to earth. He's fun-loving, but he can be serious too, and he is super genuine, has an open heart, is thoughtful, and really positive. Just like if he's talking to anybody, he always finds the good in people, and just all around a good guy. And you know, I kind of thought, well, maybe this guy is kind of too good to be true. You know, how can somebody honestly be that perfect and happy all the time? But there are, like, more than 25 women vying for his attention, like, on the first season. And independently of each other, they all said the same thing, which was that he was genuinely a good guy. Like, nobody is like telling them on script that you have to like say this certain thing about his character. Like, they all just arrived at that conclusion on their own, which leads me to believe that he genuinely is a genuine guy. Like, you can believe what he says. He's not just putting on an act for this TV show, which is really rare and kind of amazing. So, I choose to believe 99% that he is actually who he seems to be on the show. And I also think that he's like really, really thoughtful. He brought somebody's dog to the show just so that they can be reunited because he felt bad that that girl wasn't going to get a date. And he is just like a really good listener. Like, he always looks people in the eye, and he, you know, his body language and just the way, like, you can see that he's connected, he's listening to you, he is 100% invested in the conversation that he's in, which is a really good character trait to have in anybody. So, blah blah blah, I could go on about Sean all day. He is pretty cool. Now we're going to talk about the girls. it's a little early on. It's only week 3, but so I don't know like who everybody is yet, but there are some pretty cool people, and it's surprising to me how he has been developing so many relationships this early on. Like, I'm already kind of torn with who I like the best, and usually, you know, for about 10 weeks or so, I'm really rooting for one girl, and then when it comes down to the end, I'm like, no, I'm not sure. But now I really don't know. So, contender number 1 would be Desiree. First of all, she gets an awesome point because Desiree has been a name that I've wanted for myself since I was little, probably 8. I love that name. She seems really down to earth and really kind, and they have a really strong connection. And she, the thing that really stands out about her to me is that she has really great body language when she's around him. They, you know, like feel comfortable enough to hold hands, to kind of like, you know, bump each other, and like kiss, but not in like a kind of way, you know, like in a nice way. And she kind of already is just, you know, like casual, and she'll kind of slump over when she's in a bathing suit and kind of let her tummy show. Not that she has a huge tummy or anything, but you know, she's willing to let her guard down and be vulnerable and herself around him, which is a great sign. Plus they have good conversations, and she's able to open up and everything. So yay for her. Number 2 is Casey B. She was on Ben's season, and she came back. This is like her round 2. She got really far in that season. She was like the 4th girl from the end. So she is this really, really cool girl. She's always smiling, and she just has this personality that, you know, makes you want to be around her, and she draws you in, like, because she's always kind of looking down, like her face is down, but she's looking right at you, so it kind of feels like whatever she's saying is kind of like a secret between the two of you. And I don't know, she just has some good qualities, but I feel like this season she is more guarded, and she kind of has 2 strikes against her. Strike 1 would be that Sean kind of sees her more as a friend and not necessarily attracted to her as a romantic partner yet. Could still happen, but she's kind of in the friend zone. And number 2, this time around she's like playing the game of The Bachelor and trying to like manipulate him and get in with all the drama. And it's like, come on, KCB, like, you should have learned your lesson last time. That it's not attractive to guys when you talk about other girls behind their backs. Like, especially to Sean, who seems like a really, really good guy, who's not going to stand for that. He's not going to be, like, you know, drawn into all of that drama. He just wants that one-on-one time to know more about you, not know more about supposedly what these other girls are doing. So I think that was a bad move. But I still really like her, and I'm rooting for her. And number 3, this episode we saw a little more about Ashley, and she's pretty cool. She is a little bit more serious and reserved, but I totally understand that now, knowing her background. She was in a foster home until the age of 6, and she was abused, and anyone else would have been like, you know, crap, I was abused as a child, and you know, that's going to be a horrible negative thing that's going to impact me for the rest of my life, and I'm going to continue to, you know, make decisions based on my past and totally resent those people for what they did to me. But no, instead she is totally positive about it. She's like, well, at least I wasn't sexually abused. I mean, who says that? And she is like, she just kind of takes it in stride, like, well, you know, things happen in life that sucks. Like, every single person has something negative that's happened to them, and you just kind of have to decide to move on and make life your own. It's not going to be determined by the bad things that have happened to you, which is, you know, as I'm saying this, I'm trying to put this into my brain, like, this is something that I need to definitely take and learn from her, because that is really good advice. But then she was adopted at 6 years old, and is totally, genuinely in love with her, you know, adoptive parents, and is really grateful that they took her in, and in turn wants to adopt children someday herself. That is just amazing. And, you know, you would think that after being adopted, you would want to have your own genuine family that are, like, actually your flesh and blood, because you haven't known any of your own, you know what I'm saying? But she wants to help other people. Just blown away by her strength of character and everything. And plus, she, yeah, if you watch the episode, then yeah, whatever. This is getting pretty long. One last thing I want to say that is another bonus for Sean is that this season was interesting because out of all of the 25 girls, it was really like the most multicultural season I've seen so far. And you would think that a white guy, blue eyes, blonde hair would want, you know, all attractive white females. But there was a mixture of, you know, like Arabic, Asian, African American, you know, a whole bunch of different races. And there was even a girl that is missing an arm, which was pretty cool to see. Not just different races, but different abilities and everything. So, I did notice that, and I thought that was kind of like, you know, I didn't necessarily chalk it up to what that had anything to do with his part. I thought maybe they were just trying to be politically correct for the show or whatever. But there was this African American lady who was kind of feeling insecure about her race and where she stood, because she's like, well, I don't know if I'm here and he really wants to have a chance with me, or if I'm just going to be, you know, kicked off early and I was just on the show to, you know, rep for the black ladies. I'm not sure. So she was, you know, she kind of confronted him and was like, you know, what are you looking for in a woman? Because I see that there are a lot of different type of girls here, and I just want to, you know, feel secure that you want to have a chance with me, for me. And he, you know, without any hesitation, he just said, I don't care about looks or what's on the outside. I really just care about what's on the inside. I care about your character. I care about if we're compatible. I care about how you feel about family and love and where you're going in life, where you see yourself, all of those things. And when the producers asked me what kind of woman I was looking for, I said I didn't care. Just give me all of the ladies that want to come on the show. And I have to give him props for that. That's really, really cool. I mean, like, I kind of feel shallow now because I told you what my ideal guy would be like. If I was the Bachelorette, I would want, like, 25 tall, dark, and handsome, good-looking babes to choose from. Like, you know, but to kind of just go in there and, like, not know what you're going to get, but hope that you're going to find your wife in 25 multicultural ladies, like, that is really cool. So, on that note, I should wrap this up. It's now 20 minutes long. I am so sorry. And I will see you next time. Okay? Have a great night. Bye.